Alright, good morning. My name is Staff Sergeant Stock. I'm one of the instructors here at Block 6. I'm going to give you guys a quick demonstration class on the K-12 rescue saw. A little history about the K-12 saw is it was actually first noticed by a fire chief who was going across a construction site and saw that they were using this K-12 with a water line hooked up to it, and they were cutting concrete with it. He's like, well, why can't I use it for fire and rescue? So he actually rebuilt it to where you can use it as a circular saw and not use the water to cool it down that we use for aircraft and regular firefighting operations. What I'm going to go over with you today is something real quick, is how to do a damage check on it, how to check the fluids, check the oil, make sure everything is good to go, and I'll show you the position of what we use in Block 6 on how to cut the door open for the back of the aircraft. Alright, first thing you want to do when you look at your K-12 rescue saw is to make sure that you got everything you need for it. Make sure your blade is good and tight, and I'll show you how to go over that. You want to check for any wear and tear, damages. This one's been beat up a lot because we use it a lot, but the way it looks so far, it's good and functioning. Okay, safety equipment you want to wear with it is your bunker gear. If you don't have your bunker gear, gloves and helmet. If you're going to start the tool, which we are not going to do today, you're going to need iPro. But, real quick, one of the main tools that come with the K-12 is going to be what I call the T-tool. Alright? T-tool is used for all functions for this thing. First thing you want to do is to make sure that your fuel is good. So you turn the K-12 on its side, because if you put it on the proper side up, the fuel will spill out. Once you turn the cap, which one of my fellow instructors lives on the waist. Alright, well actually this one's low on fuel. So we would top it off, make sure the fuel is good. Once it's good and tight, this is an older model, so it actually has the fuel and mix. The newer models have a separate reservoir for the oil. Okay? This one right here takes mixture, and it says it there plain as day. Afterwards, you want to check your saw, your blade. Make sure it's got a good rotate. Okay? Take your T-tool on the bolt side. You want to spin the bolt clockwise and the blade counterclockwise. Good and tight. You know you're ready for functions. You also want to check your blade to make sure that it's not wavy, not flimsy. It's actually a good blade. And once you're done with that, you check again for your wear and tear. You checked it before, but it doesn't hurt to double check. Once your wear and tear is good, you're ready to start it. All you gotta do is make sure your decompress valve is going, so it knows that it's ready to go. Make sure your stop button is breasted. Pull your choke out and crank. Once it turns over once, turn your choke back in. Always double check the compression valve, start it, and you're good to go. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Now, after it's started and you're wearing the proper PPE, I'm going to show you how to properly place it, how we cut the doors. Everyone walk over with me, please. Real simple method that we use to cut the back of the aircraft. You take the bottom foot part here, place it firmly on the door. Once it's placed firmly, you don't have to work. You let the saw do the work. Place it. You're going to cut 2 straight lines, straight down. Bend with your legs, not with your back. Rest the saw, let the saw do the work. Once you're done cutting, pull the stop, make sure it's off, set it aside so it's not a trip hazard, and you're done with your K-12 operation. Do I have any questions?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, well that concludes my class. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.